who's got 50 bucks to spend? Well, we got two knives here that you can get for 50 bucks, both awesome CJRB knives. Time to check out the Fugly, which is not ugly, and the Maximal, which is a crossbar lock that actually works really well for me. Thanks for checking these out. This is the Maximal in Stonewash ARRPM 9 and black G10 handle, and the Fugly in Stonewash ARRPM 9 and gray G10. Now, the Maximal comes by way of White Mountain Knives, and you'll have a code there, and they might have the Fugly available as well, but I bought this one. We're going to check these out right now, so let's jump in. All right, so you know what? Let's start with the one that you guys would probably think, Casey's not going to like that, but you know what? I really do. I've kind of gotten over my early issues with this knife. The handle is still kind of something that I would like to see tweaked, but still really good. Now, guys, as is the kind of the trend with a lot of the YouTuber design knives, you have a very simple, reminds me sort of, different, but reminds me of like the CJRB Banter. I mean, the Civivi Banter from Ben, from NAFS. Just a very simple knife. You have a drop point blade. You have a G10 handle, just a very simple kind of neutral design. There's been a lot of those coming out. Again, ARRPM 9, designed by David C. Anderson of Knife Center. Great action on the crossbar lock. So this is what it's like when you tune that spring right. Pops out, feels like it has a detent. It is obviously on bearings, works really well. Can I middle finger flick it? Come on, Casey, you got this. Nope, I cannot. But anyway, you do have a contoured G10 handle, very contoured. You have a reversible clip, typical CJRB steel clip. Really nicely done on the clip. I like the blue accent. I love the banding you get from G10 being, G10 is a layered material, so when you contour it heavily, you get this banding, and I think that is gorgeous. I love that he went with the pinches up here at the front so that you can do a pinch grip. Just if you want to do some of these cuts, let's just cut, guys. What the heck? Great cutter, by the way, very thin and slicey. But if you want to get in here, with that pinch grip, you definitely can do that. You can see there, I didn't want to cut all the way through my leather, but what a cutter. Just a great knife. Beautiful stonewash on this one. CJRB logo, ARRPM 9, David C. Anderson's logo. Really nice. Again, it's an ambi knife, truly, because you have an ambi lock and you have ambi studs here. It is dead centered. It is, locked up really nicely indeed. Now, I don't usually like bar locks, and I love it. Now, let's talk about the ergos, okay? So when you're back here, you do have 4 fingers. You can sort of choke up a little bit, and you get a little more room. By the way, we do have a lanyard hole, lanyard fans, full liners with some Casey, what's the word? Some weight reduction milling, standoffs back there. The only thing that I really nitpick this knife on is that we've got a fairly thin, fairly not tall knife handle that goes even taller back here. It's like an inch here and like an inch and inch and an eighth. So it's an eighth of an inch flare back here. And the only thing I would say about this is because you have a flat bottom to the handle, being back here on the pinky, it just feels thicker, taller in the hand. It feels more brick-like, which is weird because you have contouring. And I usually would say, contouring, it feels wonderful. I just wish it had either stayed the same or narrowed down at the end. I think it would be magnificent. But again, this is why we have different designers. Not all knives need to be the same. You guys are going to love this, some of you, and others are going to agree with me. But you know, again, would I kick this knife to the curb? Never. This is a fantastic, really well-designed knife, just with that one nitpick. All right, as far as availability and specs, I'm going to tell you guys this one from White Mountain because that's where I got it now. They are $50, and you can get 10% off with code Knives Fast. There is a green G10 version, a black G10 version, and a red G10 version. It's interesting that those colors, because you got this bright orange and kind of a more muted green. And again, they're all in AR RPM 9, and they are all stonewash blades, I believe. It is a 6.89 inch knife with a 3.94 inch handle and a 2.95 inch blade. The stock is super thin, as you can see when we cut, with that awesome 0.10 stock AR RPM 9. Flat grind, 3 ounces even, because it's got those liners, and it's designed by David C. Anderson and made by CJRB Artisan in China. All right, we'll do our comparisons at the end. Guys, now for the knife that I want people to stop calling ugly. It is not ugly. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. And I love the look of this indeed. You guys, we'll do a comparison at the end. This has some blade similarities to one of my knives. We'll bring it out and do a comparison. You've got these kind of Wolverine claws, they're calling them here, kind of a sheep's foot, sheep drop thing going on here. CJRB logo, AR RPM 9. Have a nice day we have here on the blade, which is interesting. I cannot remember the designer name, but we'll get to that. Maybe that is it. I don't know. But same clip. It is not reversible, though. You do have open construction with lots of weight reduction milling inside. As you can see, tons on this side. Liner lock. It is flat scales with heavy chamfers that feel wonderful. Again, not a reversible clip. You do have a rotatable lanyard kind of pin in the back spacer there with a hole in it. We are locked up at like 30, and we are dead centered all the way to the end. And when we are locked up, yeah, no movement at all. You do have 4-finger grip back here. That feels wonderful. And you do have a nice choil. And again, thin blade again. Oh, my gosh, these are just, guys, I'm not joking. If you just want a simple, easy knife that you could use for work, you could use for EDC, you could use for whatever, $50. I mean, come on. These are really nice. I like them a lot. Both of these knives are well done. Yeah, indeed. And I like the style of the studs. Very good. You do have a nice detent with the thumb thumb studs there, and you have a really good front flipper. Sticks out a little bit, but not too bad. And again, ergonomically, because you have this thumb ramp, it is grand. I mean, this is so nice. And by the way, I can flick it off of those kind of Wolverine claws very easily. Now, there are 3 versions of this as well. We have more of an OD green and black PVD. We have this one right here, and we have a black G10 that is similar to this as well. They are all $49.99. I will leave a link down below to CJRB Artisan's website. Again, purchase this one. 3.54 inch blade with a 0.11 inch thickness, sand polish blade with or PVD, depending on which one you get. HRC 59 to 61 ceramic ball bearings. By the way, really nice smooth drop action. I mean, really smooth. When it first got here, it felt like I could feel the balls a little bit kind of rotating, and I can't anymore. I think they've just broke in. 8.27 overall with a 4.72 inch closed length, 3.47 ounces, made in China by CJRB Artisan. Again, really nicely done on both of these. Let's jump into our comparisons. First of all, we got each other. Second of all, we got the Ontario Rat 1 and 2. You can see the Maximal is even smaller than the Rat 2, and the Fugly is almost the same size as the Rat 1. All right, we're going to put the Tempest Pinion, which is what I was referring to, the similar blade shape, up here with the Fugly. You can see the Fugly is even a little bigger. And then I thought the Microburst would be a fun one for both. There's the Tempest Microburst. Really interesting. The Maximal's a little bit smaller indeed in that regard. So really cool two knives. Again, don't forget, I'll leave a link to the Maximal at White Mountain Knives, and you can get 10% off with code KNIVESFAST. I'm going to leave the link to where I bought this, which is at CJRB's website, and we'll go from there. So let me know what you guys think down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, guys. Super appreciate you, and thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.